Yeah, man, mid-90s band, very much from the Bay Area, sound like they're from the Bay Area. They're very much influenced by the same sounds that gives us bands like 15 and Crimpshrine. And I mean, honestly, even Pinhead Gunpowder,
Yeah.
Operation Ivy, all those bands have very similar influences. Now, they don't all sound exactly the same, but you can hear parts of all those bands in all those bands. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Punk Rock Review. I'm Randall. That over there is my boy Nitty, and tonight we're talking about the Lawrence Arms, and we're talking about American Steel. And it's a little different than our normal thing. We're not going to review albums. We're going to give you our favorite songs from each band. It's going to be a very subjective list, but I'd love to hear your response to these lists, and then also your favorite songs from these bands. We didn't do anything with like side projects or whatever. It's just like Lawrence Arms, American Steel, their discography, and it's a very subjective conversation. My Lawrence Arms list is actually in the order of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then my American Steel one, I just couldn't put them in an order. I was looking at them and I love the song so much. I just was like, nope, I'm just gonna put these 5 down. So even my lists are different. It's pretty dumb, but I love both of these bands quite a bit, so I'm excited to talk about them.
Oh yeah.
How are you today, Diddy?
I'm doing pretty good. No complaints.
Let's go.
Getting my place together, getting some new furniture and stuff like that. Trying to make it more like home. This what do you call it? Dining table's new, brand new. It's I got this big new nice wooden table here. So
like real wood?
Yeah, I mean
that's nice, man. That's what's up. Heck yeah.
I mean it's not like fancy real wood.
No, but real wood is nice, man. You don't want to have that cheap shit for your table, man. Your table is the centerpiece to your home.
No, it is. And like they don't have to be expensive, but like aesthetically pleasing things are important to me. So,
that's the word, aesthetically pleasing.
It's nice to look at nice stuff in your house, right?
Absolutely, bro. I love my office when I get it all nice and clean. I got my movies in alphabetical order finally, and nice. I'm telling you, I've watched more movies in the past 2 weeks than I have in the past 2 months because I could find everything really easily. And yeah, it's awesome. So actually, on that note, I am resurrecting my old horror movie channel called Horror Hangout. I start on that in the middle of February, probably right around Valentine's Day, and I'll probably list like my top 5 Valentine's Day horror movies or whatever, romantic horror movies. And I'm going to be doing weekly content back on that channel. It's not for any other reason than I just want to. I want to stay busy. I find that I work way better when I'm kind of overbooked. When I have extra time, I tend to get lazy and like sit on my phone, and I don't want to, man. If I'm not listening to this or watching movies, I just want to be hanging out with my kids.
Yeah.
And so I just want to fill my time doing productive stuff. So yeah, if you're a fan of Horror Hangout, I know some of the people that watch this channel know about that channel.
Love
yeah, dude. So I'll probably have you do some stuff with me on that channel when and if you have the time. Because I know you like those kind of movies, but I'm going to do like a weekly segment on like B movies. I'm going to call it Grindhouse something or other.
Yeah.
And it'll be like B movie stuff. And then I'll have just whatever content I can come up with. But, it's not with the intent to like monetize right away. It's just to do it because I already had it monetized, and that wasn't really my goals aren't about that on that channel right now. Eventually it'd be cool, but my goals are just to provide more content in a way that I enjoy and talk about things that I love. So, people will hopefully like it. I'm not an expert on anything. I just like to talk about it. So yeah. Also, dude, the Bullshit Detector jackets have arrived. We are almost completely caught up on all pre-orders now. So I've shipped out, dude, hundreds of records have gone out, dude. I've got about 40 more orders to pack and fill over the next few days.
Hundreds of records.
Do what?
We already sent out like hundreds of records to.
Yeah, bro. I'll send you a picture in a little while, dude. You're gonna be like, damn,
that's insane.
Yeah, and then for anybody that knows about my channel, dude, I got this One-Man Army Shooting Blank 7-inch. It was a gift from one of the homies of the channel. I can't explain to you my gratitude other than saying thank you, but that's a record I've been after for many, many years, and I've never even heard it until recently. Dude, yeah, it's not, dude. There hasn't even been one for sale on Discogs since September of 24. Like, really? Not even one. Yeah. Hasn't popped up in almost a year and a half. Even
look this up just to kind of get an idea of what they're going for. Like,
dude, it sounds like early lower class brats and 7 seconds kind of mixed together.
Okay, So
it's got a hardcore feel to it, but you can tell that they're from like the Bay Area, listening to like San Francisco style punk rock and roll, like street punk stuff. But it's got like, you could tell they're like young angsty kids. His vocals are, you could barely tell it's him, bro. Like it took me a couple listens. I was like, damn, this is crazy.
He didn't find his voice yet, huh?
No, you can hear like some hints of like what's coming with those guys, and it's only 4 songs, but I'm telling you, man, I got like emotional listening to it, man. I've been looking for that for so long. And then with this other 7-inch, it's got Victoria on one side and She Wants Me Dead on the other side, and it's this really, really pretty vinyl. This vinyl is gorgeous, dude. Look at this.
I really hope I get to run into him when I play with Red Lords of the Avenues in April.
Man, that band is so good, bro. That's the band we should focus feature on the channel soon. You want to do them next time?
I don't know much about them, but
we'll just do an album review thing, like we normally do. Yeah. We'll add those guys to the list because I agree that band's really great. And there's also a band called oh shit, what's it called? Hold on, it's called
The Filthy Thieving Bastards.
No, I know that band too, not personally.
Hunting Lions.
No, it's not in that family. Hold on. It's a band that can you hear me?
Yeah.
Chris Klink got me interested in them. They're hold on, I got their record up here somewhere. It's right on the shelf somewhere. But he just gave me a record from them. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Have you ever heard of this band here called Wildlife?
Yeah, you played one of their songs on the
Yeah, bro. I think those will be my 2 picks for the next episode. Will be Drug Lords of the Avenues, and then this Wildlife. If you want to pick a couple deep cuts, man, we'll just do a deep cut episode where people aren't going to necessarily know the bands, and they'll just want to hear about these bands they've never heard of. But we can make it fun, dude. It'll be a good time.
I'm here for it. We can do
hell yeah. Well, let's get started talking about these bands. I said we just go in alphabetical order, I guess. Go American Steel first.
What
do you think? Which one do you want to talk about first?
It's okay. You can do American Steel first.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Dude, so next week I'm driving to San Antonio to see Mugger and Bullshit Detector and Take Richard, some of their records, whatever. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna go see Sex Mex in Houston. That band or that artist, that guy is awesome, dude. I really like him. First off, I just think he's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
But his music is so good, man. It's like Spiritual Cramp, but with like more punk influences.
It does sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to go buy a shirt from the guy.
Sex Mex.
Dude. And then did you watch our interview at all? Probably not, huh? You don't have time for that.
I don't really.
So I asked him like, what's up with his name? And he's just like, man, I live in San Antonio, bro. It's like Tex-Mex. and I was like, dude, I thought that might be what you were going with. And I said, but I thought, no, surely he's got something deeper than that. No, that's the funny part. I could not stop laughing, bro. Shit is so
He's a white dude?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, shout out to the Prowlers.
Bet. Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I like that shirt.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. American Steel. Let me pull up their Wikipedia real quick because I know they originated in the 80s. Excuse me. Sorry, 90s.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly what dates because I discovered them probably in 2000 or 2001, somewhere in that neighborhood, from a guy named Mike. So shout out Michael. If you see this, Mike, what's up, my guy? I run into him every now and then, but he introduced me to American Steel and Murder City Devils on the same day. And it changed my whole life, dude. It's really funny that I'm doing.
I love when that happens,
dude. It's cool that I'm talking American Steel today, and then in a couple of days I'm talking Murder City with Rob. Like 2 bands that I dearly love, man.
MCD's pretty.
Bro,
awesome.
that band's incredibly unique.
I saw punk rock bowling. Just to segue, I saw it.
It's awesome.
And the only punk rock bowling I went to was 16, and they were playing on one of the main stages during a storm, and there was like lightning and shit. And they had to stop.
Whoa, what?
Because it was just conducting too much electricity into the fucking, like if you're running that much like wattage, I think maybe like you run the risk of something happening.
Right. No. You could get really hurt doing that.
Yeah. So they stopped playing for a minute and then started playing again. It was like that's just a memory I have of them.
So I only had I was fortunate enough to see them play once, but I only got to see them play one time, and it was at what's the thing that happens in Austin every year? Is it Austin City Limits? Maybe No, that's
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. That's what it was. South by Southwest. I saw them play. They played with against me, bro. This is like
Must have been back in the day.
like searching for a former clarity against me. Like when they were starting to pop, but they weren't who they are now. They were like, this was like an incredible show, dude. I get emotional listening to music sometimes, especially seeing bands I really care about.
Yeah.
I got very emotional that day. Whenever Rancid plays and they play Journey, dude, I cry almost every time. Old Friend will get me crying too. I'm a big wiener, dude. I'm a big baby. But I was gonna say of '96, but American Steel started in '95 in Oakland.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude. So see, it says the group took their name from the block long sign on the warehouse across the street. Oh, block like a
Dude, I should have
city block.
taken you to the American Steel sign. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Yo, next time I'm there, I want to go see that. I'll be there in April.
It was like a few blocks away from my place, the one that you went to.
Well, when I'm there in April, let's go check it out. I'm gonna be in California in April. I'm gonna be in New York in July. I'll be in LA probably in September. I'm gonna be some traveling this year a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit.
I hope it's still there. It might be like a fucking.
Yeah, if it's not, I'll be sad, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They say it says here that after playing at parties in smaller venues around the Bay Area for about a year or so, and undergoing a few lineup changes, the band bought a van and embarked on their first tour, lasting 32 days and over 12,000 miles. That's insane. So yeah, man. Let's see. They did New Disorders were their first albums on the self-titled record. There's not a lot of information on them. I would love to talk to this band one day. If I could get a hold of any of these dudes, that'd be really, really great. I mean, if anybody from the band ends up seeing this, you guys have been very impactful in my life, and I would love to talk to one of you just to get history of the band and just your story or whatever.
So the guitar player runs a recording studio here in Oakland that a lot of my friends' bands have recorded at.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Sharkbite Studios.
That's fire, bro.
So I mean, he's not a hard guy to get a hold of. All you have to do is
no, I'm writing it down.
Business, portal.
Well, I just try not to be. I don't like to overwhelm people and make them feel obligated. Only person that I'm gonna bug is Henry Rollins because I feel like it's funny that I would bug him.
Most people are probably just like flattered that you took the time to be like, hey man, like your music meant something to me, and I wanted to,
85% of the people I actually get in contact with is that, and then 15% are just like, hey, I don't like to talk to people.
Yeah,
I appreciate what you're doing and thank you, but I don't like. And I'm like, hey, dude, I've never once been like, oh, dude, come on, I'm not that guy, man. But
no, you don't want to force anyone to do anything.
No, but even talking to them at all is pretty neat. So I'll be like, hey, man, you impacted my life, thank you.
Totally.
And like when I talked to a dude from School Drugs, like I liked School Drugs, but now I'm like really listening to their music because I talked to him. So it's multifaceted of the reasons why I like talking to these folks. But yeah, man, mid-90s band, very much from the Bay Area, sound like they're from the Bay Area. They're very much influenced by the same sounds that gives us bands like 15 and Crimpshrine. And I mean, honestly, even Pinhead Gunpowder, Operation Ivy, all those bands have very similar influences. Now, they don't all sound exactly the same, but you can hear parts of all those bands in all those bands. So, when I first heard American Steel, it was off their self-titled album, and it blew my mind. I think the dude might have given it to me because I was listening to Op Ivy, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he was like, if you like that, check this out. This is like a more crustier, dirtier version of that without the ska. And I'm like, what? Let me hear it. And then I heard his vocals, and I was like, I'm in, dude. Oh, and very soon after that, I got a hold of Grimple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a natural kind of progression.
Speaking of, me and Greg just did another podcast. It's going to go up in a day or so, and it is. We go off the reservation with political talk, man. We both were very upset with shit that's happening. He even sent me a text like, "Yo, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Bro, that was us, not you. It was us talking." I was like, "It was fun," but an excuse to do another podcast together. He's a good dude. So sorry, I'm tired and I'm just like ranting at this point. But yeah, man. I say the way we should do this is we'll just go. I'll give you my top 5. You give me your top 5. But we could talk about. Do you have any songs that didn't quite make your top 5? But any notes about the band or thoughts on an album in particular? Because I have a few things I wanted to say before we get into song titles.
Yeah, I mean, American Steel, just like the Lawrence Arms, they have a band that evolved and went through different eras and stages, and like, their first album sounds nothing like their last one, right? They're very different bands at that point, to the point where the vocalist was singing with a very gravelly kind of throated vocal style on the first 2 records, then sang. Very much became a singer later in their career, more akin to like the Alkaline Trio or something.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same.
It is. I wasn't sure because it does sound very different.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds so. At first, I wasn't sure either, right? But I know that both the guitar players traded off vocal duties a little bit, but the main guy, Rory's always been the guy that did the vocals.
That's awesome.
Later on, they became a communique. Like they changed the names and they became. I could not get with that band at all.
Dude, I actually listened to it recently and liked it a fair amount. I didn't love it, but I liked it pretty good.
It was that like electro punk kind of sound of like the early 2000s, like the Faint was doing it.
The Faint is so rad, bro. I love that band.
I can't stand that music.
I hate the Faint. Fuck the Faint. I'm playing.
no, it's cool.
They're good.
Look,
I like them.
Even back like that electro punk. It just to me it didn't age well at all.
No, I like that stuff, dude. It's like a cousin of like this egg punk stuff we're getting now. It's more refined and a little more produced,
but it's produced.
Yeah, but it's like in that same direction. Like when you get further down the rabbit hole, you get to the stuff you get to Sex Mex and stuff. When you get further,
to me, it seemed like that was like an attempt at making it. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like,
sure, maybe
they wanted to get in the arena a little bit. You know what I mean? And they released one record. I'm really glad they kind of scrapped that idea and went back.
Sure, I have the record on vinyl and CD. I actually like it. Yeah. I don't. It's not like my favorite thing, but and it might just be because I love the band so much. I don't actually know. My biases might have slipped in there and just grabbed a hold of me.
You probably like his vocal styles a lot, and
I do.
Like signature vocal style, and
that's the thing. Had the vocals been a lot different, I probably wouldn't have liked it because the music isn't quite what I usually look for.
He sings, he sounds a lot like Matt Skiba in a lot of ways.
Oh, you think? I never thought about it like that. I'll listen to it through that lens. Or
they have a very similar vocal kind of style and delivery, especially on their later records. Anyway, without getting no, my thoughts on the records are they're all very unique. So when I picked my favorites from both bands, I picked the ones I liked off each album and then chipped away at those to
I kind of did the same thing.
Refined the list, right? So my favorite songs are not going to be off like one record. They're going to be off all of them.
Mine are off of a few records, but like it was hard, man. It was hard. So I'll read what I wrote down real quick because it'll have a couple of song titles in it, but it's not my top 5 or anything. But it is stuff that I want to mention. So and I did bring up the fact that they sound different from their first album to their last, but if you listen to them in their order of when they came out, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you listen to their first album and then their last album, it almost doesn't. They sound like completely different bands. So if you listen to them in chronological order, the sound doesn't change drastically very often.
A little bit.
The first and second record is where the sound is very much the most significant. But like after that, it's a slight difference. But you can hear like DNA of their later stuff in their first record. But so stuff that I wrote down, you can tell what I listened to in what order, kind of. But I put "Destroy Their Future" is such a fantastic album. It opens up with two absolute bangers. "Dead and Gone's a great track. I absolutely love the hook, and the vocals from Rory Henderson are some of my favorite vocals ever. The song "Mean Streak" reminds me of the Beatles quite a bit. What album was that on? "Mean Streak." Is that off?
That's the same album.
Okay, that's okay. It is off of "Destroy Their Future." Dude, you don't hear the Beatles in some of their stuff? I hear it in a lot of it.
I mean, they have a lot of pop sensibility. They draw from a lot of different influences, like the British invasion stuff. Too,
The song "Hurtin'" or "Hurt." God, is that Hurtlin', right? Hurtlin'.
Thick one with the accordion in the background.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song about being on the road, man. It's like the obligatory song from all punk bands about touring and
and being faithful to your significant other and missing your partner and all that.
Right, and that, I mean, a lot of times you get the opposite. I don't know if is that what he's talking about? I can't remember those.
Yeah. He's talking about it like coming home to his.
Oh yeah. Now I'm kind of remembering it a little bit, dude. My memory is so bad on stuff like that. I have to like listen. I should have listened to this on the way home from the bowling alley with Charlie. But I put down here I'll put on my notes that the accordion. It reminds me of the song from The Office. Dude, it sounds like it, dude. It sounds like it.
Yeah. Right.
That's funny. So I put there's such a difference in sound from their self-titled album and Rogue's March to Jagged Thoughts. And I said, but it's more pronounced in Destroy Their Future. I think it's a vocal ability a bit, but mostly in production changes is what I think the difference is in most of it. Even if you took the first album and remixed and mastered it, it would be a whole different album. And then when you go back to their first album, the song "Passerby," that one almost made the cut, bro. That song is amazing. It's incredibly similar to Operation Ivy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love first record.
Let's see, and then we got off their self-titled album, we got "Cheer Up," and back when they were super grimy, still, dude. It's a song that would that was a glimpse into their musical like future, bro. That song right there, it has threads that are woven all the way through their discography in that song. But that's one that I used to put on mixtapes as a youngster. The song "Cheer Up," I loved that song when I was young, dude. But saying all that, that's not even on my top 5. So that should tell you the songs that I picked, man. And here's one more that I didn't put in my top 5 that is probably going to surprise some of my friends. Maria off of Jagged Thoughts is top tier songwriting. It's a song that when I let my wife hear that song, she became a fan of the band. She was like, "Oh, I like this." She's like, "Whatever this is, I like it." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, my wife rules." And she's a country girl, man. She grew up listening to country music. When we first got together, that's all she liked, really. I gotta give her a lot of credit for being very open to listening to my stuff, But Maria, it's a beautiful song, man. But it's just a tad long. You know me and my long songs. It's like 5 minutes in length, and it's just like, man, for that much time, like I'll listen to it pretty frequently. I'd listen to it on the podcast, on the stream quite often. It's just too long, man. So why don't you go ahead and give me your top 5 or whatever you want to call it, your 5 favorite songs,
definitely.
and then I'll give you mine after yours.
You want me to give you all 5 right now?
Yeah, give me all 5, and if I have any comments, I'll give you comments on them, and then I'll give you mine, and you can comment on those. That way, we can just keep this trainer rolling.
So I strongly prefer their early stuff.
Oh, I was expecting you to have all your songs off their first album.
I like some of their later stuff enough, but when I think about the songs I like, the albums I like the most songs off of, it's probably the first record, right? Like the first 2.
Rogue's March is the second one, right?
Yeah. And so, but the self-titled record to me is like, so it's perfect,
See, that's like, that would probably be my least favorite album. Nah.
I knew that though already.
No. Continue your thoughts. I'm gonna look at their discography one more time while you're talking.
My least favorite record is Jagged Thoughts.
That's your least favorite?
Yeah. I don't
okay.
I don't like how experimental they got. It was.
It does go pretty experimental.
It was more on the pop kind of centric side with a lot of slower kind of stuff, and it was good. There was some good songs on it. For me, it was a more forgettable record.
It might actually be my second to least favorite, I guess. Now that I'm looking at it.
Well, one of my favorite songs is on that record.
Mine too. Maria is one of my favorite songs, period, without even talking about this band.
So
what was the other one? The song you were talking about?
So I'm going to go in order from their records, right? So
no. But on Jagged Thoughts, what was the song you're talking about, or is that what you're fixing to bring up?
The one, yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll get there. So, off the first record, I like "Rotting," and it's too bloody anyway. Those are the 2 songs that really stuck out to me. "Beat Down" is also a really good song too on that record. But those 3 songs on that first record to me are the best.
It's so funny, bro. We have such opposite takes on so much stuff like this. It's not a bad thing. It's like me and Rob do this often, where we have we both love the album, but our favorite songs are very different.
So those are 3. And then off of Rogue's March, "Loaded Gun" and "Insurrection Avenue." "Loaded Gun" is probably one of their best songs.
I love that song.
And then off of Jagged Thoughts, hold on one second here. "Two Crooks."
Okay.
That's one of my favorite American Steel songs. And then off of Gentle Hearts, whatever that album's called, "Safe and Sound." That's probably one of the best American Steel songs, in my opinion.
Off of which album?
That "Dear Friends" and "Gentle Hearts" or whatever that record is.
Oh, yeah.
And then "Where You Want to Be." I really didn't like what's that record? "Destroy Your Future."
Damn, seriously?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that album.
That's probably like my favorite album.
When it came out, I was like, I'm good. Like it had "Love and Logic" is probably the best song on that record to me. But it didn't quite make the cut, for me.
I mean, that's a great song. Dude, yeah. "Destroy Their Future" is probably it probably goes Ooh, it's either that or Rogue's March at number 1, and then the other one at number 2, and then I'll probably put their self-titled at number 3. It's like right in the middle for me.
Yeah.
But the thing is that even my least favorite album of theirs is still like I really love it. So like I'm just splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense. I mean, even like with the Rancid stuff, it's the same shit, right?
Right.
I lean extremely heavily toward their first 3 records and
Yeah.
And like my like weird hot take is like self-titled is like among their like top 3 records to me. But you know, that's because it's the way that you and I see these bands. It's very different. It's like I really like the rawness of the original material. That kind of is the core to me of what makes up these bands. You know what I mean? And then as they evolve, they become different, but it's still good. But I just prefer kind of like that more stripped down, extremely basic.
Well, this is where we have to start talking about like words that we're using, because saying it's their best record, I think, is just like objectively incorrect. Now, saying it's your favorite record of theirs, again, this is just, it's a conversation, right? But like you ranking them where you like them is one thing, but saying like as an example, when I like me saying that Troublemaker is like their second best album, I don't say that. I say it's like my second favorite album of theirs, because, and I know it's just a stupid word that we're changing around, but like to me it does matter. If you're saying something is like their best, that's something you should have some proof of. And their first album is not their best album by like you can show evidence of it, you know?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but what do you mean by objective? Is that like based on like record sales? Is it based on?
I'm saying if you asked 25,000 people to rank their albums, the one that came out on top would be the one that we would probably consider their best album. It wouldn't necessarily be your favorite, but it's their best. It's like watching a movie that kind of sucks, but you love it. You're like, no, it's not a great movie. You just like the movie.
But I mean, going back to Rancid, is there a general consensus on what that record is?
Yes, their best album is widely considered "And Out Come the Wolves" by almost everybody.
Right. Okay. That's
yeah.
Fair. But like, I'm not even saying that.
And I'm just like arguing for the sake of argument, but it's
I'm just saying, to me, this is what you call a subjective list, right? So like,
correct. That's kind of what I'm saying.
For me, you know what I'm saying? The one that, and I love it. Obviously, And Out Come the Wolves was a gateway record for me. And we're not talking about Rancid in this video, but
we always talk about Rancid on the Punk Rock Review.
I guess that's kind of, I only use that as like an example to kind of.
No, it's a good example though.
Shed light on the way that you and I like. You know,
right. I mean, I like the raw stuff too. I don't like it as much as you do. And when I was younger, I definitely liked it way more than I do now. Like, I don't think I've ever been as big a fan of that kind of sound to the degree you are. But man, when I was younger, dude, I loved like super lo-fi, super garagey sounding, like just underproduced. Like I wanted it, but like as I get older, it's the sounds of it that I like the sound still, but I can't enjoy them as much. It's weird, man. But
I just think that, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I just think that the energy levels and kind of like the like youthfulness of the bands and like how hungry they were in the beginning, you know what I mean? You can kind of like hear it even though the production is not as good, even though the songwriting may not be as like sophisticated, there's an element of like intensity there that you know, as the band progresses, maybe isn't as pronounced. And that's
they're able to like rein it in a little bit and use their powers. When they're younger, they're just out there wilding out, dude. And when as they grow and mature as musicians, they start to harness their abilities, and which I totally understand what you're saying. I don't even disagree, because it is a different sound, and it just depends on what is it that you really like. But that's probably why I could still listen to those albums and appreciate them, is because I do feel the intensity. And on their first album, I listened to it today on the way to the bowling alley with Charlie, because I had only heard it like maybe twice in the last couple of years, because I'd kind of forgotten about it, to be honest, because it wasn't on streaming services. And I listened to it today again just to kind of, you know, brush up on it. And speaking of American Steel, obviously, it was really good. It was a little too long, but it was really, really good.
First record?
It was like, it's a little too long for me. Let's see, dude, it's 41 and a half minutes, bro.
There's a lot of songs on it though.
That's a long album, man. Like but since it's not as, it doesn't have the same amount of like melody and vocal harmonies and stuff like that. So like for that reason, it's a much more labored listen for me. This goes back to the subjective thing. So, but like, sorry, we've kind of bounced around off of your topic. So continue with some of your favorite songs.
No, that's it. I told you all 5 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wasn't sure if we got there now. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead and list them off one more time. Just like,
okay. So from the beginning until the end. And so look, this is a testament to how much I like this band, right? Because I'm not just listing 5 songs off of their first record. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I thoroughly appreciate the band for what they became later. Like just for the record, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Rotting, Beat Down, it's to Bloody Anyway. It's to
what
Bloody.
Albums are these on? Say it with the albums so we can.
People Rotting is to Bloody Anyway and Beat Down are on self-titled. Okay. So 3 of my favorite.
Oh, so 3 of them are off the. Okay, I misunderstood what you were saying earlier. I got you now. I figured it out.
And then there's 2 more songs, right? That I'm picking.
Got you.
The 2 Crooks, which is off of Jagged Thoughts, is one of my favorite. This isn't in any order. I'm not like, you know.
No. I know. I just misunderstood something you said earlier, so I didn't understand that we were. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And then, oh shit, I didn't realize. Like, okay, so, and then I guess I'm gonna have like a what do you call it?
Honorable mention.
Yeah, and then Safe and Sound off of that Dear Friends, Gentle Hearts record. I'm probably saying the name wrong. I really enjoyed that song quite a bit. I think their pop sensibility is like bar none, like top tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, they're very good songwriters.
They're great songwriters, and it's like they can write a hook, and I feel like they're one of the best bands at doing that. You know what I mean? Like, so especially later in their career, their ability to write a hook is fucking fantastic. You know, they definitely write earworms. So Safe and Sound, and then off of Rogue's March, Loaded Gun.
Right? So good.
The dude. That record, Rogue's March, is also fucking really good.
Rogue's March might be my favorite, and then Destroy Their Future. But see, Destroy Their Future, it came along at a time where I just really needed it, and it just it fit the mold. And so, like, their first 2 records probably should be ahead of that one, but it just for me, I like Destroy Their Future. It's just a record that when I was listening to it a lot, I was drinking pretty heavily, and I was homeless for a while, so it kept me company on some dark days, and I just. You know, in the lyrical content, they're not shy about their heavy, you know, topical songs. I mean, they talk about real life, and I really appreciate that. One thing that we'll talk about again here in a little bit is you mentioned that they're able to write songs that have pop sensibility woven in them. There's nothing that I like more than a real true blue punk rock band that is grimy and gritty with a really great grimy vocalist that can write a pop song. And they don't necessarily like, so like they don't go in there with like auto tune. I know he sings in his later career, but he still has his voice, and I like that it was like I just appreciate bands like when we're going to talk about it with Lawrence Arms too. They do it as well. I mean, Tim Armstrong does it when he writes music. He's got a really interesting, unique way of singing. So I like when bands don't force a change vocally; they just write what they write. And they perform it, and it's like, because there's nothing better than a unique vocalist for me. Like, I don't like, this is one of the things I never got into with the fat bands in the 90s, is that all the vocalists to me sounded pretty similar. Now I know it's one of those things where like, yeah, you didn't listen to it enough, so you didn't hear all the differences. Yeah, sure, I can acknowledge that, but I didn't like the sound much, so I didn't just dig into it. I liked this kind of vocal style better. But these dudes were on Lookout and what labels were they on? They were on Lookout and
New Disorder was the first record. New Disorder
and Fat, and did something on Fat as well.
And then Fat signed him for the last couple.
Yeah. Cool, man. That's a pretty solid list. You know what's funny is that we didn't have any overlap on our songs at all. I don't think.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I think it's great. And
what did you pick?
Okay, so I didn't put mine in any order either. I've got 2 off of 2 albums, and then I got 1. So the hardest one to leave off the top 5 list was Maria. That was a hard song for me to not put on here, but these other songs are just a little more important to me. So off of Rogue's March, I put Every New Morning.
That's a good one.
It's got all the parts from all the bands that I love that are obvious influences on this band. It's like if I designed a punk band from this era in that part of the country, this song is what would come out of that machine. It would print this song. It's just so incredibly good. The vocals are fantastic. The lyrics are great. The melody and the song, just the songwriting is a great song, man. But there's one thing about all 5 of these songs is they all have a lot of similarities because they're all very hook centric and poppy. That's what I like in my music typically. And then off of Destroy Their Future, I don't know what's my favorite song of theirs, period, but this is a strong candidate, and that would be Sons of Avarice. When I needed a new Against Me album and I didn't have it, or I needed Against Me in my life and didn't have it, this song is what got me my fix. It starts off an album that I feel is incredibly underrated, and I absolutely love this song. The guitar work is amazing. The vocal performance is amazing, but there is a kinship to Against Me on this record, and specifically that song, that I never hear anybody talk about, and it is so present in a good way. I'm talking about this in a very positive way. But Sons of Avarice is one of those songs that, like, if I was to make a list of like my top 100 songs of all time, it might be on that list, and it might not even be up at the top at the 100 mark. It might be somewhere in like the lower 60 or something. It's a really good song, man. I truly love it. And then off of Destroy Their Future again, we got Old Croy Road. So that song talks about stuff that reminds me of my dad for some reason. It also reminds me of a couple of my friends' older brothers. And I think it's just because it reminds me of being young. But it also reminds me of my discovering of punk rock. Like, it just feels like, oh man, this is like when you discovered American Steel, when you discovered Rancid, or the first time I ever heard Bad Religion, or the first time I heard NoFX and was like, what is this shit? Like, for some reason, that song pulls all those memories up in the front of my brain, man. Old Croy Road, such a great song. And then the next song would be off of Rogue's March again, Got a Backbeat. It's a song about being a regular poor person and just trying to make it.
That's a great song,
dude. Yeah. It's like they took all the struggles of life and they just set it to a really pretty melody. And they're like, here you go. This is how your everyday works. And you're like, yeah, son of a bitch, they're not lying. Yeah. It's a really great song. And it goes really well with Long Day off their first album. Long Day is probably in contention for their best song for me. It's probably that or Sons of Avarice, but Long Day gives me similar vibes to Gripple's Fucked Up Beautiful Day. They're different songs. They're different in almost every way, but then just having that title that sounds a little similar, it gives it a similar subject, I guess I'll say. It's another classic anti-work weekend warrior type anthem. It's a fucking awesome song, dude. Like, when I was like young and working at restaurants and at a machine shop part-time, or excuse me, I had that backwards, at a machine shop and a restaurant part-time, songs like that were my anthem. I'm working 60, 70 hours at age 18, 19 years old. Yeah. Just working my life away, slaving away for somebody I don't give a shit about. Mm-hmm. But yeah, those are my top 5 songs. I'll give it to you one more time, a little quicker.
Nothing off of their 2009 record, huh?
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm not as familiar with that record, man. I need to go back and spend some more time with it. I only listened to it.
I think you like it a lot, actually.
So I only listened to it the one time, but there was
the one that came before it. Destroy the Future.
Oh, dude, I love that album so much. But here's the thing: I own that record. I've got it on vinyl right behind me, but I've only listened to it a couple of times, and it's been a long time. And when I listened to it this time, it just. There were so many songs that I was having to whittle it down to a top 5 that it just didn't get there right now. But yeah, dude. So I've got Rogue's March has 2 songs. We've got Every New Morning, and then we've got a Backbeat, and then Destroy Their Future with Old Croy Road, and then Sons of Avarice, which might be my favorite song by them. And then off their first album, we got Long Day. Those are my top 5 songs by American Steel. And the thing is that these videos they're temporary. They're temporary, bro, because they're subject to change.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with your list. I just thought
there's nothing wrong with either of our lists. They're just lists of songs we like a lot, but they're all very clearly like some of their more poppier, hooky songs, but
yeah.
dude, I could make a top 10 list. It'd probably have 5 songs from their other albums on it, you know. But
Yeah.
it would definitely have Maria. Maria's probably my number 6. That song is
But
fucking
American
beautiful.
Soul's a band that you enjoy a lot, right? Like in general.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of T-shirts. I've never got to see him play live yet, but
you can like throw a record on and just listen to it, right? All the way through.
I listen to him at work all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
I listen to Jagged Thoughts almost weekly, probably.
You know that I should sit with that record more. I think it's a grower.
Sit with it, and read the lyrics while you're listening to it. It'll change your perspective of it.
I mean, that's a band that I really, really respect quite a bit. I kind of come back around to them a lot, especially growing up in the Bay Area. Like they were just kind of around. You know what I mean? Like, but they were just that band that was just.
They're so good, bro. They're so good.
Take that shit for granted when it's around so frequent. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't
you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah, and growing up in the Bay Area too, it's very we're kind of spoiled here.
Hey, dude, I'd rather be spoiled than be in my situation I'm in. I can barely get a band. Yo, before we move on, I want to shout something out real quick. I have been orchestrating so much. I'm so proud of myself for this, man. I know it sounds kind of corny, dude, but like I was able to get the Fiends on the Poppers tour, and we've got that worked out. It's happening in April. They're doing 3 dates with Poppers.
Yeah.
And then Perry hit me up for Before Dawn, and it was like, hey, we're going to come down to Texas in May, and I'm going to go travel with those guys. And I got at least one band that's going to open the whole tour for them, which is Necrotones, dude. Shout out to Necrotones, the homies, dude. They're the homies. And then I'm trying to get Bullshit Detector to play at least one show, probably 3 if I can get them to do it. So like I don't know, man. I've just never done this kind of stuff before. I've never been on this end of things. I've done like small promoting stuff, and I've worked with a production company, but I haven't been the guy that reached out to labels, that reached out to bands, that reached out to venues. I'm starting to like get a little bit of a reputation, I guess is the way to put it. And it's like, so far it's pretty positive, and I'm taking it seriously, and I'm very much appreciative to anybody that works with my bands and my friends. I think it's really great. I know all these people, so it's not like I'm talking to strangers right now, but like it's really cool that I was like, hey guys, can y'all do this? And they're like, let me go talk to everybody, and like, hell yeah, we can do it, man. So like it's just really cool that I've got 2 times in a row I've gotten to be able to knock this out. I expect sometime it'll fall apart and I won't be able to make something happen, but until then, man, it's really cool, dude. It's really cool. Shout out to all the see what?
Give me some water.
Yeah, no worries. We'll do large times when you get back.
Gotta stay hydrated.
I know. I drink hella Dr. Pepper so I can stay hydrated.
What's wrong with water?
Tastes like water.
I know. Boring.
Bro, so when I was a kid, this is gonna sound really stupid, and it's okay. But like, if you want to know what my actual issue with water is, it's very simple. When I was a kid, I didn't have much money. Like we were really, really poor, and we didn't get to have like Kool-Aid and like sodas very often. We had like sodas in the garage in the fridge, and we could have them occasionally. But like most of the time when we went out to restaurants, it was just water. When we had dinner at home, it was just water at the table with a little bit of ice in it. My mom drank iced tea, but she made that by the pitcher. But when I got in trouble, another thing she would do would be like not let me have anything but water to drink. And I was in trouble a lot growing up. So I just have this like very unhealthy addiction to not drinking water. Like I don't like it.
I understand.
Yeah, like it bothers me, man. I like tea. I like iced tea. I like coffee, okay. And when I'm working outside, if it's hot, there's nothing better than water. If I'm hot, like at a festival or a show, there ain't nothing better than a bottle of water. But on my daily stuff, I have to like force myself to drink water. I do like coconut water a lot. So I've been drinking that because I need to. I need
the water to be flavored or have some kind of different.
I just like it because I like the flavor. I like coconuts a lot. Coconut is one of my like even with protein bars. My wife got me 2 packs, got coconut and brownie in it. I don't really care for the brownie. I like the coconut ones.
That's what's up. All right, one time.
Okay. Hold on. Let me write this down real quick.
Nice list.
I'm just writing down the time that we talk about it so that I can, I chop these videos up a little bit.
And also, I really hope somebody from American Steel sees this.
Me too, and I hope they come on the channel and hang out, man. I'd be so grateful if they would. I don't know how to get in touch with these people, man. I don't like bothering people, and it's Dude, getting in touch with musicians is fucking difficult. I have, and I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about, but I got people's names and phone numbers that I talk to regularly that I've been trying to get on the show for like 2 years that have agreed to do it, and I just can't get them to set me a date. And they're just like, and it's not because they don't want to; it's they're just busy as well. And I fucking hate bugging people, man. It sucks. So if anybody from the band sees this, by all means, dude, ignore it if you want. It's you don't have to.
It's
do
not
anything.
bugging you.
Do what?
This is not me bugging you.
Yeah, it's not me bugging you. I'm just saying I really like your music, and if you'd like to come on the show, I would be very grateful, and it would be an honor to talk to you. A pleasure, maybe is the right way to say it. It'd be a pleasure to speak with you. But that all being said, let's talk about
The Larry Arms.
the Larry Arms. I like the Larry Arms. They're good people. All right, good talk. I just saw that Brendan Kelly's going to be doing something soon somewhere. I hope he's doing okay.
Man,
I know that was super vague, but I just saw a post up on Instagram today.
yeah, me too.
Okay. What is your relationship with Lawrence Arms like, sir?
Oh man, this is
Because we probably have a different relationship with the band. You
So-
probably heard them way before I did.
this band hit me when I was real young.
Oh, really?
When I was about 16 years old. So my first band ever, I was in a band with one of the first employees at Asian Man Records,
That's awesome.
Jason Tin. And Asian Man Records was based out of where I grew up, essentially my hometown, And this guy, Jason, was Mike Park's like right-hand man. And
Nice.
also in a band with him called the Chinkies. In the Chinkies, Dan Andriano also played in the Chinkies for on their record.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean he did vocals on a track, I think.
That's crazy. I genuinely didn't know that.
Because Mike Park had worked with Slapstick, which was Brendan and
Yep. Slapstick was dope, bro. That was it was ska band.
ska band from like the 90s, right? So like
Yep.
96 to actually Slapstick was around from maybe like 93 to like 96. Then after Slapstick broke up, then the Broadways happened, almost immediately after that. And then they kind of split and went their separate ways, and then the Alkaline Trio formed and all that stuff. So it's like all these were Asian man bands. They were all signed to Mike Park's label.
That's awesome.
So-
Shout out Mike Park, bro. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. He did so much.
He was very nice to me as well. I really appreciated him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I mean, so Jason would come home with these CDs all the time. You know what I mean? And he'd just be like, "Yo, like, there's the guys from Slapstick on a new band," and he pulled out what's that album called? A Guided Tour of Chicago, which was the Lawrence Arms' first record. It's produced like shit. It's not a really good sounding record, but I was like, man, this is like, it was like poppy, gritty, really East Bay kind of influenced punk. And that's where I see the parallels between American Steel and Lawrence Arms. Like, are those two first records are like contemporaries of each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you take the first American Steel record and the first Lawrence Arms record, you could almost like juxtapose them into like two extremely similar bands from two different parts of the country that draw from a lot of the same influences, like a lot of the same influences. And I think those bands played a bunch together over the years too. Like they all know each other and stuff, But like, yeah. So that was it, and then like. I really, really, really got into Lawrence Arms, and then like they were my favorite band, you know what I mean, for a while. And then 2002, they signed to Fat, and I'm like, how the fuck did the Lawrence Arms get on Fat? Like this is insane, because like I associated Fat with like Lagwagon and No Effects and Strung Out and Good Riddance and all these other bands.
I mean,
and the Lawrence Arms aren't a Fat band; they're just not. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, so Fat has two different lives though, dude, because you have '90s Fat. And then you have the Fat Records that I like, which is all the stuff after all that. Because the Fat Records label changed significantly after let's say 2000.
That was the beginning, maybe the new era of Fat. But like, that's probably like my favorite Fat release. I mean, if I'm being honest with you.
Which one?
Apathy and Exhaustion.
That's your favorite Fat release? Because that's not their first. That's not their first album.
No, it's not. That's their third record.
Oh yeah, that's the one when they signed to Fat. Duh, you just said that. I'm sorry. I swear.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So then and then they put out two more records on Fat.
Apathy and Exhaustion is a great record, but my favorite is also a Fat Records release though.
Yeah, you like.
I didn't realize that they were on Epitaph for their last two
Yeah,
records.
and then Metropole. I wonder what happened with that. I'm a little curious to read about how they got that
Dude,
deal.
Skeleton Coast is such an underrated album, dude.
It's very good. It's very good. Yeah,
So
yeah. I
good, bro.
haven't really spent a lot of time with it, but and it's like I have so many other favorite songs that I don't think I could even pick one off that record because I've sat with them all for so long. So
Okay.
I even saw the Lawrence Arms a couple of times, right? I saw them. Get this. This is just a funny little story, and then we can move on. I saw them once in like 2000 maybe. I was still in high school when I saw them, so it must have been like 99. They were on tour and they played a teen center.
Okay.
Somewhere down here when they were an Asian man. And I talked to Chris, the guitar player, also Sundowner guy, right? Outside.
Yeah.
We're talking and shit and just hanging out outside. And those guys are probably in their late 40s, early 50s. I mean, late 40s at this point. And then I saw them again at a venue in San Francisco that's actually closing down this year, Bottom of the Hill. This is when they signed to Fat a couple of years later. And they were terrible that night. They were so bad. I don't know if it was the sound or if they were drunk or what, but yeah, I saw them twice.
That's awesome. I haven't seen them play before.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing too much outside of Chicago.
Sorry, I had to answer a couple of questions from Perry Templars. Shout out, Perry.
Yeah.
Shout out Templar. Shout out Before Dawn. Love those guys. Yeah, it's just we're trying to get stuff arranged. I apologize. I was.
It's all good. No, that's it. That's just my story. And then
I didn't even get into this band until probably around the time that Oh Calcutta came out, like 06.
05, 06.
Yeah, something like that. Because I had already knew who Slapstick was. I had already heard the Broadways. I just didn't like it much. I don't know what it is about the Broadways that didn't grab me, but listening to Oh Calcutta changed that because I was like, oh shit, this is the dudes from the Broadways. And I was like, my friend Amanda was like, yeah, they were the guys in Slapstick. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Amanda, she used to we were friends, but we listened to a lot of good music in her El Camino, dude. We listened to Modest Mouse, Lawrence Arms, the Broadways, Murder City Devils, bro. All this like rock and roll, the Chicago shit. She loved Alkaline Trio. She loved all that Chicago shit. Cupcake, if you see this, miss you, girl. Do what?
She's like one of those cool indie punk girls.
Oh, bro, she was the one that we were all like, bro, she was so gorgeous. Still, beautiful woman, man. Amanda's awesome, dude. Shout out Cupcake. She's met Carissa and stuff. She's seen met my kids when they were little and such. But we were friends for ages. We just don't live in the same side of town anymore. It's really hard to see each other. But yeah, she's a great person, man. Really, really. She was around when I was putting out my first CDs back in 2003, bro. We've been friends for a long time. But yeah, she's the one that introduced me to the Lawrence Arms. I'm pretty sure it was either her or Ryan from Liberty and Justice, but I think it might have just been like them. We were in the same friend group back then,
Yeah.
But I got a hold of Oh Calcutta and it just completely changed how I felt about the Broadways. And I was like, damn, because it doesn't sound the same, but you can hear that it's the same, like, I don't know, it's the same team. Same sport, same team, same. It's the same DNA. They share a lot of the same DNA. Dude, whereas Slapstick obviously doesn't. It's like the Falcon. You could tell it's got a lot of the guys from Alkaline Trio and the Lawrence Arms. You could just tell by the songwriting, obviously the vocals, but like
right. Dan and Brendan.
Oh dude, I love the Falcon. I wish they would put out more music. But so I had to go backwards. So I'm not as familiar with the albums before that, and I don't like them as much as I like the later stuff. Like my favorite albums are Oh Calcutta and Skeleton Coast. But Apathy and Exhaustion is a fantastic record too. I like that one a lot. But like Ghost Stories and A Guided Tour of Chicago, like I've heard them quite a bit, but I can't even remember the song titles off of them. I don't remember song titles off of most albums. I'm bad about that. But like those albums I'd have to like go through and listen to again a few more times.
Sure.
Because I probably should do that. I really love this band. So but we also disagree on the stuff we like about this band. I like Brendan Kelly's vocals and his songwriting quite a bit. What's Chris's last name?
McCahan.
It's what?
McCahan.
That's right. So I really like his music as well. I prefer his songwriting in the Lawrence Arms over Sundowner. Yeah. But yeah, man, this is another group of people I'd love to talk to, man. If anybody from this band sees this video by any chance, please, 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 my email is in the description of all my videos. I would just be thrilled to talk to you guys. Yeah, before I get into your top songs, I have a couple things written down. I guess it's just a couple of songs that just didn't make the cut, but I wanted to mention if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
So, Boatless Booze Cruise off of Empathy and Exhaustion. It sounds so much like Alkaline Trio that it's kind of funny, dude. It's a really good song, but it sounds exactly like Alkaline Trio. Like, if you were to not tell me that these guys are from the same part of the country, I'd be able to figure out by just listening to some of their, more popular albums.
It's very Chicago, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hickey Ave off of Metropole is a really good song.
Yeah.
Drunk Tweets, excuse me, man, off that same album is really good. Not as deep as other songs that they've got, but it doesn't quite make the cut, but it deserves being mentioned in my opinion. The Devil's Taking Names off Oh Calcutta is one of the best opening songs, like period, of an album. It's so good, but it's probably my favorite opener of their catalog by like a pretty wide margin. Really gets you in the right mood, lets you know what you're in for when you're listening to them. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have an opening song that doesn't really explain much. You're just like, oh, okay, it's like more of an intro. This is not. This is more of an introduction, more than an intro to a song. To it, like I guess that's the same fucking word, isn't it? This is more of like a.
I get what you're saying.
It's like a sampler.
This is what you're in for this.
I'm just saying the same shit. I'm such an idiot, dude. Whatever. But yeah. It's an intro. But it's, dude. It's got really great lyrics. It's written very well. And then lastly, off of Skeleton Coast, I put "Don't Look at Me." Almost made the cut, dude. Excellent use of simple guitar and some vocals telling a story, but there's a clear focus on the drums of that song. It's very, very good. Absolutely love the drums on that song. Like sincerely, like I would honestly just kind of want you to go listen to it at some point since you're a drummer and tell me if you think that the drums are as good as I think they are.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna spend some more time with that record.
I love Skeleton Coast. That album is fucking amazing. But
they actually recorded it on the border of where you are, Mexico and Texas.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on the other side of Texas, but like somewhere near Laredo, maybe?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But they wanted to get away from the city and kind of get into like a more like a rural.
Dude,
I was reading something about the recording process for the record, and they said that they wanted to go record outside of Chicago somewhere.
Okay.
Because they historically done all of their recording in Chicago with the same guy, but they went with the same engineer, but they relocated to over there to do it. But
I love this band so much, dude.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
I actually have this one in list of my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It actually is in order of importance to me, but I'm gonna let you go first again.
All right, yeah, this one it's impossible for me to actually rank.
I knew you'd have a hard time with this one.
I can't do it because their songs.
I really like this band a lot. You bring them up a lot.
I love this band. I mean, they're one of the few bands that can actually like make me like emotional, right? Leatherface, Lawrence Arms.
Leatherface is so
those are two bands that can actually like invoke a lot of emotion in me in terms of like stirring up some stuff and making me
bubble guts.
Misty head bubble guts. They stir up my guts.
It's not coming. It's not good.
But it's tough. It was really tough for me to come up with a definitive list, of 5 songs. But I will have to say, as much as I love the first 2 records, my favorite songs of theirs are from subsequent albums. So honorable mentions from the first 2 records are going to be "Some Way We're All Going to Weigh 400 Pounds," and "Ghost Stories" off the second record. The production on those first 2 albums is rough. It's very raw.
And you know me, in my opinion on that, like I like it, but I prefer better production.
No. I mean, it's even for me, it's bad. They're not produced well at all. But the album that I like the most amount of songs on is "Apathy and Exhaustion," right? So
such a good record, dude.
I mean, to me, that's not even where they peaked, right? As a band, objectively, as you would say, but just I don't know what it is about that record, man. I think it's just when it hit me, you know what I mean, and when I got my hands on it, and I got drunk to this album. So I mean, I got drunk to Lawrence Arms a lot, but fuck, dude. If I had to pick, okay, so okay,
Dude, can you hear my dog snoring?
I can't.
Bro,
actually.
hold on. It's so loud. Give me one. I want to show you something, dude. Look at this fool. He has like bling on right now. Look.
He's blinging.
Oh, dude, wait.
Look, he got.
Look.
What's up with him? Oh, damn! Look at that chain, bro.
He's knocked out right now.
Let me get that chain, Pedro. What's up,
bro? Look at his little feet kicking. He's dreaming. Okay, my wife's coming to grab him for me. He's being so loud. Yeah, I thought you were awake. I'm so sorry. You could have just said I'm sleeping. I left you alone.
Yes, in my sleep text.
Well, you're obviously in here right now. Pedro, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm excommunicating you, pal.
No worries.
Hold on, babe.
I kind of like just like staring at Pedro, though. It's funny. All right. Anyway.
He's a funny dog. Sorry, I didn't want my poor wife looking all sleepy in the camera.
You're okay.
Oh, hey, buddy. He's my big guy. You're such a smelly animal. Uh-oh.
In the frame.
What's up, Nitty?
What's
up, fool?
I
love you, big guy. I'll see you in a few minutes, Jojo. He's like, man, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, he's trying to sleep. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Off of Apathy and Exhaustion, I'm gonna go with Your Gravest Words. Bolus Blues Cruise is one of those songs for me too. That's a hitter for me, man. Just
it's
like
such a good song.
Yeah, it just reminds me a lot of like, you know, the changing as you're getting older and kind of like your friends falling off, and like that's like a theme with a lot of their music. It's kind of like old friendships, kind of like reconnecting with yourself, losing yourself, alcoholism.
Just the title of the album, Apathy and Exhaustion. Is
Yeah, I mean,
depressing title. And the cover art is so like, and I'm not saying this in like a negative way, but it's a very depressing song title, album title, and the cover art is it's not like a black cover, but it's dark. Like this, it omits a certain amount of depression.
They're a depressed band. That's really, their content, their lyrical content seems to be is usually pretty introspective and depressing. Brick Wall Views is one of my favorite songs by them as well. And The Corpses of Our Motivations off of that record.
Yes.
I just gave you 5 songs I love by them off one record, but going on, I really, really enjoyed The Greatest Story Ever Told, because that's when Chris really starts to come into his own in the band. And you see a lot of, and I think that his songs actually shine more on that record than, hold on a second, Brendan's, in my opinion. I tend to like Chris's songs more than Brendan's.
Yeah, that's one thing we don't agree on. I mean, I don't know by what differential.
I mean, I like Brendan's songs. I
it's
just
probably like 60-40 for me. It's very similar, but I do, if I had to pick one, I would probably lean Brendan. I used to lean Matt Skiba a lot, but I think maybe you've convinced me, man, or maybe it's just listening to Alkaline Trio so much. I think I've started leaning towards Dan's songwriting, dude. He's such a great songwriter. I don't know why I'm thinking of, I guess because they're all homies.
I think Dan is objectively the better songwriter of the two.
So I don't even have a response to that, but there's definitely a difference there. I'd say that's probably true, but Matt has like the mojo that you need.
He's got the voice. Yeah.
He's got the voice and the mojo. Dude, Matt Skiba's got a great voice for that band. I like Dan's voice a lot too. I was really happy when he was in the Falcon when he was singing. But
Matt Skiba's voice is what got them on the map, though.
Yeah.
That's really what got them the popularity. He has the radio voice, He has the
he's got a lot of things going for him. But I just wanted to shout out Dan is it Andriano? Or
Andriano. That's the guy you actually want to talk to, by the way.
Oh, I would love to talk to him, bro. Yeah. He's such a good bass player, dude. Like
he's fucking awesome.
It's weird as I get older, the things that I start to like look at and listen to and appreciate. I didn't used to care about bass players, bro. Like, I mean, I like a good bass player, Matt Freeman, obviously, right? But like, now I'm listening to bands and I'll hear like, damn, this dude's got a great bass player. This guy's a great bass player, and I'll like hone in on it. And like when I listened to the latest Rancid album, I was like, man, Brandon Steckenhart's a really much better drummer than I would have ever thought. Like, I don't know much about the guy, but you can hear that album has got a, focus on the drums, and it's cool that I'm listening to music from a whole different angle these days. It's pretty neat, man. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna tell you my top 5 songs.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Tell me the album they're on too, though.
What's that?
Tell me the album that they're on as well.
Okay. My first one is gonna be off of their split with the Chinkies.
Oh shit.
From 2001, Present Day Memories.
Okay.
It's also on their compilation album, Cocktails and Dreams. It's called 100 Resolutions.
That's the song you're talking about?
Yeah. That's
the song.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite Lawrence Arms songs. You know what I mean? The next one we're gonna go with here is off of Apathy and Exhaustion. We're gonna go with Brick Wall Views. That's another song that I really, really enjoy.
That's a good song.
Yep. And then the next one we're gonna go with is gonna be off of The Greatest.
Well, what do you like about these songs? Tell me a little bit about them.
Well, I mean, Brick Wall Views is like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of notes on mine either. I guess
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just a song about like losing connection with people that you used to know and your friends and changing and it's just the chorus is really good and
yeah, that tracks.
The fucking hook is, I don't know. I mean, it's a song that speaks to me, you know.
So that's a very appropriate answer though.
Like, you know, why do we like what we like, right? Because it strikes a chord in us, right? So, and then after The Greatest Story Ever Told, it's gonna be The Raw and Searing Flesh is one of her songs on that record. And then off of Metropole 17th and 37th.
Great song.
Honorable mentions go to Are You There, Margaret? It's Me, God.
Good song as well. I like that, dude. Yeah.
Off of Old Calcutta. And yeah. And then another honorable mention goes to The Corpses of Our Motivations off of Apathy and Exhaustion.
Bro, I love this band so much.
I mean, they have so many good songs. Like, I just don't.
They really, dude. This was actually quite hard for me. And I didn't even include anything off their first 2 albums. Like, it was quite difficult. But I will say this, dude. Good list, my man. We finally had one that we overlapped on. But I'll go through my 5 real quick. Belly of the Whale off of Skeleton Coast is my number 5.
Oh, nice.
It's just a good story. I like the song, and when I first heard it,
was a Chris song.
I'm sorry.
Is that a Brendan or a Chris song?
I don't even listen to it like that, bro. I couldn't tell you, man.
Really?
I have no idea.
Raspy voice or sing-songy voice?
Most of these songs have both of them singing in it for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't ever even listen to them like that at all until fairly recently, like the last couple of years, maybe. There I started like trying to pick out who was doing what. I mean, I know their voices are different. I know what voice I'm hearing, but like,
yeah,
I never really thought about like, as a matter of fact, it might've been when you were talking about Matt's songs versus Dan's songs, and I never really thought, oh yeah, I guess these are songs that Matt wrote. Those are songs that Dan wrote.
Right.
I don't listen to the songs even with that information in mind. So I don't know. But I prefer Brendan Kelly's voice by a pretty wide margin. So I would say it's probably a Brendan Kelly song, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But I like it a lot. Skeleton Coast is an album that the longer I own it, the more I have it, the more I appreciate it. I really like it a lot. To absolutely no surprise, number 4 is Quincentuple Your Money Off.
Great fucking
Fields
song.
and Dreams. Do what?
That's a great song. Yeah.
Dude, that song is so good. I in my personal opinion, my top 5 is like objectively some of probably their best stuff. Like it's like,
dude, just the first like line of that song. There's a letter at my mother's house, came with the folded flag.
Oh, it's so hard.
Like how I'm coming home in a body bag. It's the pride and the pain that I'm
bro. That song is heavy, dude.
That's a super heavy song. Yeah, it's great.
But dude, I mean, they know how to write that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
So here's the thing: is when I started working on this list, what I tried to do was go through and pick songs that weren't the obvious songs. I like actively tried to pick songs that weren't going to be obvious.
Well, even if they're obvious, it's honest, right?
Well, but I couldn't do that because the reason those other ones are obvious is because they're so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that song starts off with horrendously sad lyrics. At number 3 off of Metropole, this is where we overlap, 17 or 17th and 37th. I really do agree with you on that. That song is pretty amazing. I mean, what else am I going to say about it? It's an awesome song. I'm trying to look up the lyrics real quick. Hold on. Belly of the Whale is a good story song. I need you to listen to that one for me.
I will. Yeah, I need to come around to that work.
That album, I would love for you to listen to a little bit more and see what get.
I did. You know, the song that the first song on that record is really good. Quiet Storm.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. What?
The Quiet Storm, the first song on Skeleton Coast.
On Skeleton Coast, got you. Yeah, dude. That album starts off with a great song. I mean, dude, man. When we're done here, I'm gonna go grab my record and listen to the vinyl version of it. Yeah, dude, 17 or 17th, and God, I can't even think right now. I'm tired, man. It's been a long day. 37th, good grief. Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I'm just reading the lyrics. These guys have okay. So the third verse of this song is really what made me decide to put it on my top 5. And yesterday I woke up to find the black in my beard has turned to white, and the pretty girls that used to smile at me just stared off straight ahead or looked down at their feet. Like, don't you know how that feels?
Yeah,
me too. It's talking about getting old, man. So tonight I'll sit up there, or excuse me, tonight I'll sit up here with the streetlights and these 17 beers straight from the page of a teenage diary underneath these shitty stars like I was 17. Bro, like, my heart got kicked out of all its homes, and dying young just didn't work out, so I guess I'm dying old. And now there ain't nowhere left to go because all my loves would rather be alone. Fuck, bro. Like, first off, here's the thing. A sad song can make you happy. It just is what it is. If you're feeling down and you hear a sad song, you're going to feel a little bit better. But if you're really having a great day and you just go throw this band on, it could derail your afternoon. So just, if you drink, be careful, bro. Your image was frozen up. Okay, there we go. No, you're good. You're back. I was like looking at you. I was talking. I was like, "What's this fool doing?"
Because that was a movie. I was just staring.
But yeah, man, the lyrics from this song, man, I was trying to remember the exact parts of it that I liked, but it's just such a sad song, man. Like, God, this album is so good, dude. Okay, and then my top 2 songs. They're both off of O Calcutta, and if I just let you sit here for a second and look at their list of songs, you could probably figure out exactly what 2 songs I'm going to mention. My second favorite song by the Lawrence Arms is "Cut It Up," bro. What the fuck, man? I don't know what to say about this song. It's gnarly. It's so fucking good. This is like a fast driving song. I used to skateboard a lot to this track when I was in my like mid 20s, and I was still skating, not really doing tricks, just like skating around. But so you're fading kind of fast, like the red brake lights rushing past. This more than waking up when you're still at the bar, lurking around with the queens after dark, bro. It's so fucking good, dude. I'm trying not to sing the melody because I'm gonna butcher it, so I'm just reading the lyrics. Oh my God, dude. We've come a long way just to end up lost. We're drifting. Yeah, we're drifting. We're drifting alone. Cut it up till the pain goes away, till the pain goes away. Cut it up until the pain goes away. What the fuck, dude? Yeah. Like, you know, my daughter goes to see a counselor once a week. She goes to see a therapist once a week, right? And like, she's only 11, so there's no the stuff's not kind of like happening, but like, the lady, we had a meeting today and she's talking about like, hey, like, here's some things we just want to watch out for. And she mentioned like this kind of behavior. Like, and as long as I'm understanding this song correctly, it seems like they're self-harming, correct?
Well, I mean, I think it's
it's up for.
It's kind of like an analogy, right? It's just
yeah. But anyways, that's what the song makes me think of, man. It makes me feel for people. It makes me feel empathy. So, and I might be misinterpreting the song, man. It is what it is, bro. I get out of what I get out of it. I can tell people that there's a lot of songs that I probably don't understand. They just mean something to me. And whenever you hear it, you go, no, it's about this, bro. For the longest time, I didn't care much for the song Sadie because I didn't realize who it was about. Like, It is what like I'm not fucking cool, man. Just it is what. Just call me a fucking poser. Get it over with. Man, fuck. Everything on the avenue is a little more gray, and everyone's wearing just a little decay. Cut it up, and hand it over. I don't want to remember. Fuck, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, bro, it's so good.
Yeah.
So sad. When the ship done sinks and the crew done drowns, where am I gonna do all my hanging around? This cruise is ending. Please hold on to your stub. Thank you for coming and thanks for the love. Let's cut it up until the pain goes away. Oh, bro. If you don't like this song before I start reading the lyrics and you still don't like it, well, that's your opinion. But I don't understand it.
It's a great song.
Love it. My favorite song by Lawrence Arms. What do you think it is? I told you what album it's on. It's off of Calcutta.
What do I think your favorite song is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Great Lakes, Great Escapes.
No, it's a great song though.
I'm gonna go with
It should be obvious.
Record Player.
There you go. That's my jam, bro. It's a you know, I'm like a record player. I keep going around with the needle in my arm, making someone else's sound. Lately, I've been dreaming of blue and oh God, I love that fucking song so much. So that was the first song that, like, okay, I told you that I was introduced to this band from this album, right? We were listening to it. What track is this? It's like 3 or 4, I think. Maybe a bit further down than that even. Am I tripping here? Yeah, it's way down the line. Dude. Yeah, it's like the end of the record. So,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, Cut It Up's the second song. Okay, Cut It Up was the song that got my attention, and then the Like a Record Player was the one that got me to re-listen to the full album. I was like, okay, I got to re-listen to this because I think I was like halfway in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you're first listening to a band, you're just hanging out with your friends, you're drinking, doing some coke, smoking cigarettes, just chilling. You're not really paying attention to the song, right? Or the album. And then Cut It Up kind of grabbed my attention. I thought, dude, who is this? Oh, it's Lawrence Arms. Oh, cool. Da, 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 da. And then when this song came on, the first few lines, I don't know, dude. I'm coming up on 13 years sober. This one has a lot of meaning to me. I've definitely listened to this song while doing intravenous drugs and chuckled with my friends like, that's funny, huh? I mean, we used to listen to like straight edge hardcore and do dope. Like that's just
what?
Yeah, bro, for sure.
All right, bet.
Yeah, dude. I used to do big fat rail lines off of like Minor Threat CDs because I just thought it was cool because I was
like Earth Crisis, like
super edgy, man. Yeah, dude. I used Earth Crisis as like at the taco truck. I just got fucking hella tacos. And
I did. Honestly, I was at the gym the other day and a fucking Earth Crisis song came on. It was pretty good.
That's crazy.
I think it was Firestorm. I mean, I don't like Earth Crisis, but I don't know.
I'm not an Earth Crisis fan either. I mean,
you can kind of hear like
do their thing. I don't care. I don't like that kind of. I don't like metal though. So like,
Hate definitely influenced by Earth Crisis. You can tell.
But yeah. So
anyway, keep going.
Here's the thing: is that I love the Lawrence Arms, but I'm terrible with like song titles and stuff. So like, I had to go through and listen to all these albums so I could get these written down. But like, if I could have told you just the words, I could have come up with this list pretty easily. But I'm bad with remembering titles of songs. I'm bad with remembering lyrics. Once I hear a song again, I go, oh yeah, this song's great, and I'll listen to it. But I love doing these shows with you because I get to go back and re-explore albums and songs and stuff that I haven't listened to in a while. Lawrence Arms that we listen to pretty regularly on the channel, but dude, Like a Record Player. Oh, Calcutta is pretty much a pretty great record front to back. I need to go back and listen to Apathy and Exhaustion a couple more times.
Listen to it.
Skeleton Coast is a like a low key banger. Their first 2 records, they need to get more attention from me, man. I need to go back and listen to those and maybe do like a video ranking those songs, put them in order. Do what?
The one after Apathy and Exhaustion, the greatest story ever told.
Yes, that's a good record too.
It definitely features more Chris than Brendan.
On albums like that, I'm just not as interested in them.
No, I hear you.
Cocktails and Dreams is good as well.
That's like a compilation.
Is it? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They got a couple of compilation records. They got one that they put on like Epitaph, and one that was Cocktails and Dreams or whatever. I forgot who.
Yeah, because Quintuple Your Money, I used to know that from being off Cocktails and Dreams. So it's a compilation record. Okay. That's cool. Hey, what time is Pensacola Wings of Gold on anyway? God, their song titles are ridiculous. Yeah, dude. So before we go, what is your opinion of these two bands? Like, where do they fall in your I don't know, on your scale of 1 to 10? Where do they fall? 1 being obviously band you don't really care much about, 10 being like your favorite bands of all time.
I mean, obviously the Lawrence Arms are probably higher ranked for me because of kind of like the amount of time that I've spent with them and what they meant to me in my formative years.
Okay.
Ranking wise, I don't know. It's hard to do because it's like I don't
like, you know, what kind of score would you give them out of 10?
As a band?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it doesn't really mean much. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to.
No. I mean, like, is it okay? Fucking fine. They get like a 9 for me. Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like, where do they rank? Are they a 9 out of 10 band for you, or are they like a 7 where they're well above average, but you don't? But Lawrence Arms 9 out of 10 makes sense to me for you.
So yeah, American Steel's probably an 8.5.
Nice. That's what's up. That's what I was just trying to get an idea of how you felt about them.
Good scores, right? Like,
I think anything above 7 is a really good score.
Yeah. So, what about you?
So it's weird because I think that for me, American Steel. Well, I'll say it like this: the Lawrence Arms have the higher highs, but they have the lower lows as well. Like they have peaks and valleys. But for me, American Steel is more of Texas, bro. It's just a big flat place. Everything is pretty good quality, right? So, like, I rank them almost the same, but for completely different reasons. Because Lawrence Arms got songs that I can't live without, but they've got far fewer. American Steel has albums I can just listen to all the way through. The only 2 albums I can listen to all the way through from the Lawrence Arms are "Oh Calcutta" and "Skeleton Coast." Those are the only 2 that I listen to all the way through. I think "Apathy and Exhaustion" is pretty close, but I can probably listen to American Steel's discography from front to back with no stops. It'd be a long day because I like to change my music up, but I could do that, and it would be an enjoyable listen the whole way through. So I probably give both of these bands like a 9 for me on a scale of 1 through 10. Like, they're not perfect, but they're so fucking good. Like, I mean, how many bands would I give a 10? Dude, I don't even know if I give Rancid a 10. Maybe like a 9.9. I don't know if I give it a 10. Well, dude, I mean, 10. Operation Ivy's a 10. They got 1 fucking album, and it's perfect.
You're gonna shortchange one of that point 1.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, because that's the way my brain works, you know. But like, the fucking Operation Ivy's a 10. They got 1 album, and it's perfection. You know, it's hard to be a 10. A 10's unrealistic.
I'm a 10.
But a 9's fucking amazing. That's why when people go, you couldn't give that like an A++++. Like, no, dude, that's perfection. Nobody gets that, man. Very rarely does a movie get 5 stars.
Actually, there's one band that does get a 10.
Who is it?
Leatherface, man.
Oh no, I don't think Leatherface is better than Rancid. So, you know, if Rancid doesn't get a 10, neither will Leatherface. Leatherface is probably like a like a 9. Not a 9 for me.
It's not about better than. I think Mush is a 10 record to me.
Sure. And Out from the Wolves is a 10 record, but you know.
Right. I mean,
Mush is awesome. That album's fucking amazing.
That's one of the best punk records of all time.
I mean, I personally agree with that. I personally like a lot of bands because of Leatherface. Like, there's a lot of bands that have that band's DNA all over them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this band clearly likes Leatherface. Their Hot Water Music wouldn't be anywhere close to the band they are without Leatherface, and I probably wouldn't like them as much as I do.
American Steel,
yeah. I mean, shit, dude. Like, we've even talked to bands like Static Friction. You can hear that in their guitar playing. Like, you can just.
Did the guitar player like admit to it? I remember you brought it up to him. Or did
I don't even remember, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd probably give both American Steel and the Lawrence Arms 9 out of 10. Just as far as like a ranking, like where would they fall on a scale of, if I was putting albums on my shelf, starting at like the worst albums to the best, they'd be way up on that list, man. I love both of these bands quite a bit. What's up, Ren? My dude. I can't wait to come see you, buddy.
You ready to go to the bathroom? He's been.
Oh man, yeah, I'll get out of your hair here in 1 second. So I've decided that we're gonna go do.
Hi, Randall. I fucking love Morgan Steel.
I can't wait to come see that dog again. What was the okay? It was Wildlife, and then what was the other band that I was talking about doing?
What was he gonna do? Wildlife and I forgot. What did you say again? Damn, bro, I can't believe this.
I know, I'm so pissed right now. Did I say it when we were recording?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'll go back and find it in a minute.
Go back.
The Wildlife album is called Sorted.
Okay.
You know what band we need to talk about some soon, so I can just have an excuse to listen to like albums from them? Is it Percolate? Is that how you say it? Percolate?
Yeah, they're cool. I
mean,
mean,
good.
I've only ever heard them on the channel, but I like what I've heard.
I have one of their test presses.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got it in LA. Yeah, I'll send you the two bands that I picked, or two albums. If you want to pick two out, or if you want me to pick one of them or whatever, just whatever. Let me know. Come up with a couple records that we can listen to. We'll talk again in a couple of weeks. Ren, enjoy your walk, my friend. Nitty, get some rest tonight. I'm exhausted. I'm moving around a lot. I'm slurring my words. My eyes are all red. I need to get some sleep. So, everybody. Oh, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna be taking a couple of days off. So you'll just see me ghost out for a couple of days, and you'll be like, "Where'd that fool go?" And then I'll pop back up, and you'll be like, "Oh, you look exhausted." I'm gonna go because I slept a bunch. I just look like shit. Anyways,
sleep.
Yeah. All right, man. Love you guys. Everybody, y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.
His tails was like tick, 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 tick. All right, Ren, be good, buddy. Dude, I wish I could hold Pedro like that. He would break my back.
Yeah, this is why I like him. He's like 20 pounds, bro.
Yeah, but I get to lay down with Pedro and like use him as like a snuggle pillow. He don't give a shit, bro. He's like, whatever. I'm snoring. Yeah. I'm gonna go pet my dog, bro. Talk to you later, Nitty. I'll call you tomorrow, dude.
All right, dude.
Oh, hey, real quick. Hold on. All right, guys. Later. Don't hang up quite yet.
What's up?